Welcome back, guys, to the Block Mayhem spawn. As you can see, since last time there have been some absolutely beautiful builds being created. As you can see, we've got a few new houses popping up here and there. I'm not sure what this is, but currently it looks incredible. Some like modern spire type thing. I'm intrigued to see what that's going to become. There's some more industrial stuff built over there, some additions to the farming district. So very much Block Mayhem is growing, and I feel it's now time for me to put my contribution forward. And I actually reserved this spot here on top of this hill, this small circle here I reserved for myself with intentions to build something here. And I feel this is entirely relevant to the way my house is on the other side of this hill, and I've built this man-made woodland. I've planted it all myself and it grows all the way out up to here, and now I need a final stamp on this idea. And you might notice in my inventory, like, whoa, Bettci, you've got a lot of wood and a lot of leaves there. So what you can imagine I'm going to build is a giant tree. And I'm going to record this episode in a bit of a different way. I'm going to record it in 3 segments. Me just building the start, then building the leaves, and then the interior of the tree, which I'll get to later. You'll be able to see that later. I'm not going to spoil what I'm doing with the interior. So, pardon me, without further ado, we might as well begin. The people on Block Mayhem are quite fond of these, like these man-made trees in this weird little, it's not a weird style, it's a nice style. It's much more better than these vertical ones, and they kind of curve upwards. So I'm going to try and replicate that with this tree. So what I'm kind of going to do is I'm going to try and time-lapse this a little bit by, I'm going to start building it myself, like so, just, you know, gradually building up this tree and building up this huge tree trunk as you'd expect. But obviously this would be quite a laborious video to watch if I'm just going to build it all like man-made and just take my time building it over and over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get well underway with the construction of the trunk, and then I'll teleport you guys to when the trunk is complete, because this could take a while. I'll see you in a moment. I have now built the main trunk to a nice height. As you can see, I've gone for that very nice curved effect the rest of the man-made trees have in this spawn. I've saved a good 64 blocks just to now build the outward branches that are going to stick and extrude out to allow me to build the main bit at the top. I've also added in, it was originally for safety, but obviously now it's a bit irrelevant really, because the way the tree arced, this water was for me to land and survive in, although now it's kind of arced away, so I'm going to be in trouble if I fall. But, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to extend out those branches, and then we're going to build on the interior. And welcome back, guys. As you can see, I got a little bit carried away in my building and maybe forgot to record the steps, but the tree is looking absolutely fantastic. There's quite a few guys on at the minute. They've all been complimenting it. It's magnificent, and I feel I'm actually very, very happy with it. As you can see, I've gone for that very natural approach, and I've actually even managed to get some vines courtesy of the local rainforest. But anyway, so as you can see, so I've grown it very nicely. Now it's time to do the very top. As you can see, I've decorated this little pool at the bottom because I thought, why waste it? And instead of just having grass down here, we've got like a nice little pool down here, an overgrown nature, and now we have a ladder that takes us all the way to the top. And actually, I'm going to use this opportunity as well to be a bit of an update video, really, because actually some big important events are coming up, and it's all going to be quite chaotic really. So at the end of this video I'll take the time to explain that, but for now I've just got a few little additions left to place. So I'm going to need a few more sticks because we're actually going to need some fences here, because as you can probably tell from what you just saw there, we've come very, very high up, and this is the main reason why I chose to make such a high monument, was because, actually we're going to need more than this. Anyway, I wanted to build this monument because I wanted to be able to view spawn in all of its glory. It is growing tremendously now, and little builds are popping up day after day, and I just felt it'd be nice to be in one area where, like, almost like a viewing platform, we can look out upon all the industrial builds are cropping up. Oh, there's a trio of people over there, and we could just look out over spawn, and I just felt this would be a nice opportunity to be my contribution really to this whole spawn area, and I'm actually very pleased with it. In some areas I feel it could be a little bit more impressive, especially on this inside here, but overall I am very happy with its overall design. So as I'm adding the final details here, I'm not really sure what to add in, except just, you know, just so we can see out over spawn. Oh god, oh no, what I'm actually going to do is quickly, before I give you my quite upsetting update, I will extend this perhaps outwards and just have it as like a little bit of a canopy over the top. You'll see what I mean in a moment, I hope. Just build this out and I can just extend these up a little bit more. Perhaps one more here. And just then obviously naturalize it on top a little bit, just smoothen it out, and just overall create a little bit more of that, you know, that nice canopy feel really, just that we're still looking out, but we're still nicely enclosed within the tree. And there we go, a nice enclosure now. Each little viewing window is nicely just decorated and finished off really, and I feel it works really well. We've got a bit of company over there, but as you can see, so now we've got a very spectacular view. You can see the nether portal, we can't quite see the spire over there. That spire actually looks incredible. I went and had a look earlier. So as you can see, it's all looking very impressive, and I'm overall quite pleased with what we've done in this episode. I feel it's been a nice contribution to spawn this. It varies it up a little bit. No, like obviously we've got the like smaller trees over here, but people are bringing in their own ideas, their different farms, the different natural farms, the different houses. So I thought this was my nice bit of input, considering my house is so far away. And now for that update really. I currently have my A-level examinations looming, which is kind of a bad position for me, because my videos tend to be mainly the Let's Builds. They take quite some time to prepare and record and edit, and due to these exams, study is incredibly important. So I'm actually going to be spending quite a lot of my free time now studying from now until the end of June, which doesn't mean though I will still be making videos all the same. I'll be still making Let's Builds, still be hopefully making Block Mayhem videos, but it just means they'll be, because I've been quite on top at the minute of making sure they're very frequent and I'm getting out a good amount of content. But due to the fact these exams are looming, I'm not going to be able to get out quite as many videos. As much as I'd like to, these examinations take priority. So I'm still going to make videos. That's no big deal. I'm going to be making videos, just not quite as many as I am at the moment. So look out for those. I've got a few Let's Builds planned, so it's still very exciting times ahead. But as soon as those exams have passed, I've got a 3-month break from college, which means I can do as many Let's Builds as I like. So guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. I'll hope to see you next time in whatever the next video is, and I feel we've done a very, very good contribution to Spawn here today. And I will see you next time. Mwah! Goodbye.